அப்பா அலை கதை சொல்றேனா?
ஓ சொல்றேனே.
राधे कृष्ण। पूज्य श्री श्री अम्मा की जय। महान ब्रह्म श्री श्री गोपालवल्ली दासर की जय। भारत माता की जय। सद्गुरु संत समर्थ रामदास की जय। छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज की जय। रायगढ़, किले रायगढ़. Chandrarao More was hiding in Raigad, and the fort was situated in such a way, and the fort was so strong that even though Chandrarao More was not as great a fighter and as great a strategist as Shivaji Maharaj, he still was pretty safe inside the fort. Shivaji Maharaj initially tried many ways to take control of the fort, but he couldn't. And it was again because of the splendid strategic placements of the fort's doors, the way the placements were there for people to shoot arrows. Everything was in position. And then Shivaji Maharaj decided that he will use guile, he will use his own guerrilla warfare, and he will use his strategies and somehow win the fort. Because Chandrarao More had to be defeated. Shivaji Maharaj, along with his trusted Sardars and his army, laid siege to the fort. And he ensured that somehow or the other, he won the fort. And after fighting for 3 months, he took control of the fort. Once he took control of the fort, he jailed Chandrarao More and his sons. But after that, they pleaded with him, and he again left them and allotted them some space to stay. Once he won the fort, Shivaji Maharaj entered Raigad, and the moment he saw the fort, he was stunned. This happened on 15th of January 1656. That was the first time Shivaji Maharaj stepped into Raigad fort. He had tears in his eyes, and that time his Vakil who was there with him, he told him that this fort isn't created by a human. It is created by Lord Shiva himself. And this is the fort which will have the throne of Swaraj. The most interesting part is Shivaji Maharaj's actual Rajyabhishek, his coronation as Chhatrapati, happened 18 and a half years after that. But Shivaji Maharaj had the vision way before that. And that is what a true leader is all about. A visionary. A person who has a Duradrashti. Shivaji Maharaj said, Swaraj will be known by Raigad, and Raigad will be the throne of Swaraj. After that, Chandrarao More again joined hands with a family named as the Ghorpades, and he sent a letter to Adil Shah. This letter was intercepted by Shivaji Maharaj's spies, and Shivaji Maharaj knew at that time that Chandrarao More was a traitor, and he killed Chandrarao More and his 2 sons as well. Post that, Shivaji Maharaj took charge of Javli, and he ensured that that fort was well maintained. And then he won one more fort which is known as Makarandgarh. And then he came back to Raigad. Now Raigad fort is in the Sahyadri mountain range. It is 2700 feet above the sea level. There are approximately 1737 steps to reach this fort. When Shivaji Maharaj seized this fort in 1656, the fort was in good shape. But Shivaji Maharaj knew that he had to get this fort in the best shape possible. And that's why he had one of his chief engineer, Hiroji Indulkar, to make sure that Raigad fort is in the best shape of all the forts ever. The main palace was constructed using wood. As of now, only the base pillars remain of this. It also consists of the Queen's quarters, 6 chambers, with each chamber having its own private restroom. There were different places, different watch towers situated on each part of Raigad, from where you had a clean view of the entire Sahyadri range and Konkan. Whenever any war happens, at that time there were particular places from where his warriors could fight and hit anywhere and everywhere. But it was also situated in a way wherein the enemy could never hit one particular location easily. The only main pathway to the fort, it passes through the Mahadarwaja, and this was always closed at sunset. The Mahadarwaja has two huge bastions on both sides, and these are approximately 70 feet in height. The top of the fort is 600 feet above this particular Mahadarwaja. The king's darbar inside the Raigad fort faces the main doorway, which is called as a Nagar Khana Darwaza. A secondary entrance called the Mena Darwaza. This was supposed to be the private entrance of the royal ladies of the fort, which lead to the queen's quarters. The king always, and along with his convoy means the party which accompanies the king always, they always used the door which was known as the Palki Darwaza. Palki is something on which the king sits, and it is held by 4 people, one on each side, 2 ahead and 2 behind. And to the right of the Palki Darwaza were 3 dark and very, very deep chambers, wherein all the granaries, means the grains, the food items, were all stored. There is one execution point also on the fort, which is called as a Takmak Tok. The Takmak Tok is a place from where, it's a cliff from where prisoners were sent to their death. This particular area has been fenced off as of now. This fort also leads to a market. In those days, the people used to travel on horses. So the market, which if you see, the markets are built in such a way that it is on a particular height wherein people need not get down from their horses. Imagine how beautifully Shivaji Maharaj had designed the entire fort. Every single aspect was personally thought about and informed by Shivaji Maharaj to his architects. This fort has a very big wall, which is known as the Hirkani Buruj. Now this particular wall, it is known as Hirkani Buruj because there was a woman named by Hirkani who used to come to sell milk on Raigad fort, and at sunset, when the door was closed, the Mahadarwaza was closed, she could not get out, and she had an infant at home who had to be fed milk. And because she had to go and feed that infant milk, she climbed that particular wall, got down, went to the jungle. She went through the jungle down to her village, to her home, and she fed her daughter milk. When Shivaji Maharaj understood this, that this one woman, she climbed on the steep cliff in pitch darkness, he was astounded, and in her appreciation, he named that particular fort, that particular wall, as Hirkani Buruj. So after Shivaji Maharaj took charge of Javli, Raigad, Makarangarh, and he ensured that Raigad fort was in good shape, at that time there was an incident in his life which was a very happy incident after a long time in his personal life. On 14th of May 1657, Shivaji Maharaj's first wife, Saibai, she delivered a baby boy. And that baby boy was named as Sambhaji. Shivaji Maharaj's elder brother was killed in the war of Kanakgiri. And on his name, Shivaji Maharaj named his first son as Sambhaji. देश धर्म पर मिटने वाला शेर शिवा का छावा था, महाप्रतापी महापराक्रमी एक ही शंभू राजा था. Shambhu Raja was as equally brave as Shivaji Raje. There was huge amount of celebrations in Raigad, in Swaraj, in entire Swaraj. They say that sugar was distributed in sacks to everybody. There was a huge feast wherein everyone in Swaraj was invited and they were fed. Shivaji Maharaj's happiness knew no bounds. And at this time, Shivaji Maharaj decided to expand Swaraj's borders. His eyes turned towards Kalyan and Junnar. This was the place which was a very strategic location, because anybody who controls Kalyan and Junnar, he had access to many other locations from that one place. The problem was, this was controlled by Shah Jahan's son, Aurangzeb. And Aurangzeb was a Mughal. The Adil Shahis, the Nizam Shahis, the Qutub Shahis, everybody were scared of the Mughals. But Shivaji Maharaj never knew what is fear. That was one aspect which was never taught to him by Jijamata. So Shivaji Maharaj, it didn't matter to him whether it was an Adil Shah or a Nizam Shah or a Qutub Shah or Aurangzeb. All that mattered to Shivaji Maharaj was Swaraj. Bharat. The entire Bharat. And so Shivaji Maharaj decided that he will take control of Kalyan and Junnar, and thus started his war with Aurangzeb. How? What? When? Let's see in the next episode. Radhe Krishna. पूज्य श्री श्री अम्मा की जय. महान ब्रह्मश्री श्री गोपालवल्ली दासर की जय. भारत माता की जय. सद्गुरु संत समर्थ रामदास की जय. छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज की जय.